Oh, hi! Thanks for coming. I'm so glad you're here. You didn't tell him about it, right? Okay, good. 'Cause, it's supposed to be a surprise. I have a hat for you. I think green is your color. Here you go. Put it on right on. Da-da-da. There you go. You look fabulous. And I also have a bunch of blowers. You want one of these? Are these even called blowers? Is that what they're called? Perfect. Here you go. You can have the one I use. You know what? I'm using out. Oh, I got a cake. I gotta show this cake I got. It's so good. Really good. Oh, God. Here we go. I did it! Mazel tov! Oh, okay. Cake. I don't mean to insult you, but can we practice the surprise part? Okay. Come on. He always loves chocolate cake for his birthday. When we were little, we used to make them ourselves. There's this picture of us when we were really small. I think we were 3 and 5. And in the picture, we're huddled around this bowl and we both have chocolate everywhere, just all over our faces. I think we were making a cake, but it could have been brownies. And we're just a mess. And in the picture, he's smiling really big and he's trying to lick a chunk of batter off of his eye or his cheek. He's going like this. And then of course I'm just smiling. It's just so much fun. Okay, good, he's not here. So let's just practice one time. I'll just say 1, 2, 3, and then we just say surprise, okay? 1, 2, 3, surprise! Perfect, that's perfect. I think we're ready. Okay. Yeah, still not here. Any second. I think I'm gonna take off the hat. It's kind of itchy. I've been wearing it all day. I'll put it back on later when he comes. You know what? I'm gonna hide. Okay? I'm just gonna hide down here.
Hello, friend.
Who are you?
I'm the grief monster. Do you know what I like to eat?
Let me guess. Grief?
That's right, grief. Delicious, homemade, chocolatey, buttery grief.
Okay, well, I don't know what you're doing here because I didn't invite you.
Maybe you did and you just didn't know it.
No, I'm pretty sure I would know if I'd invited the grief monster.
Sometimes, when people are sad, they need me to make them sadder. 'Cause the tastiest treat in the land is... That's right, grief!
Okay, well, I think you came to the wrong place because I'm trying to throw a surprise party here.
Surprise? Party? Has anyone had any family members die recently? Maybe a pet. How about a pet?
Seriously?
What about a houseplant? Ooh, houseplant? Anybody? Well, they will, boys and girls. It's only a matter of time. Do you have a favorite celebrity or public figure?
You don't have to answer that.
Well, then what about you? Someone you admire?
I don't know. Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama's gonna die! And you know what the best part is? Someday, you are going to die. Oh, yes, oh, they can find the old steak.
Gross.
What are you gonna do? Cry?
No.
Cry?
No.
Cry?
No.
Cry?
No.
Cry?
No.
Go ahead and cry. I hope you do cry, Because your tears are delicious. I get so thirsty eating grief all the time. I need something to wash it down. Wash it down!
Sorry about that. Roommate. Hi, how's it going? Can I ask you a question about this picture? No, I mean it's like a nice picture. I like that. It's kind of making a weird face. Anyway, just about that picture, like I'm not totally sure that that's the best place for it. Cause okay, this is the kitchen, common space, right? Like toaster. I like to make waffles in like the toaster, and then like the sink. Like sometimes you leave your dishes there. And then like this picture doesn't quite fit. This is what I'm thinking. I'm about to go to my room in a minute. I'm gonna watch the rest of Buffy season 2. But anyway, I'm thinking like we're basically pretty much grown up adults by now, and like we kind of have to like bear our own burdens, you know what I mean? Like in your case it's your brother dying, which was like really sad and tragic, and that was like a few months ago, right? Yeah, see, that's really sad. But in my case, my problem is that my boyfriend broke up with me, and I'm really sad about that. It's like I thought we were gonna get married, and we're not. Because he likes Lisa. So anyway, I just kind of think, like, we all have our crosses to bear, and maybe you should bear your cross in your room.
Got dressed up and I look real cute. Got my tight pants on, gonna go to the party. Yeah. When I got there, I looked around because I was on the prowl. Then I saw a super cute guy, and I was like, hey, I'm ready to go.
That was good. We should do it again. I'll just take that much again. Keep going.
Got dressed up and I look real cute. Got my sweatpants on, gonna go to the party. When I got there, I looked around because I I was feeling down. Then I saw a guy looking at me, and I was like, hey, I just wanna go home.
I don't think that was it. Let's just try it again. I'll just keep going and we'll get it.
Like when we went home and made out on the couch. Then we pretty much made out on the bed. Then I took off all my clothes and we had sex. And I was like, hey, woo, this is college. Ha ha, yes, that was good.
Let's take that much. Do that part. Just review it, So
Then we went home and sat on the couch. And he tried to kiss me and I was like, ouch. And he was like, did that actually hurt? And I was like, no, but I didn't just feel emotionally vulnerable cause I lost my brother just a few months ago. And he was like, oh, that's pretty intense. I don't think I have the emotional maturity to deal with this. And I was like, I'm sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable. And he was like, this is getting worse and worse. I really wish I would have just gone home with Lisa.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
How old are you now?
21.
21? That's great. Do you want a beer?
Sure.
There's one in that shoe. That shoe, right there. That one.
You drink?
Of course. Drinking's great for grief.
Hey, thanks.
Cheers. Oh.
Did you do that on purpose?
Did it make you sad? Yeah. Anyway. Oh. So, I was just curious. Just wanted to know. Just curious. How old was your brother when he died?
What? That's none of your business.
Let me guess. He was 20, wasn't he?
I'm not going to answer that.
Oh, this is great. I knew he was 20. It must be really weird, sad, and weird for you to be older than your older brother.
fuck off!
Well, as long as you're unhappy, I'm happy.
Oh, hello there. In the closet again? Lots of humans out there today. I guess they were having a party of some sort, and there were many wonderful smells coming from the table, so it was a good day. But something was amiss. A dog nose. They were missing the tall, loud one, the male. I don't know where he was, probably out venturing forth and gathering smells like he usually does. So I was thinking to myself, they're sad. Better cheer 'em up. So I did the ball trick. Fail safe the ball trick. You know the ball trick. You bring 'em the ball, and they throw it, and you bring it back, and they throw it, and you bring it back, and they throw it, and you bring it back, and they throw it.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Oh, so you have played. So you can imagine my astonishment when it wasn't working. Then I went into phase 2, extreme comforting, putting your doggy head in the lap. So I just went around and put my head in as many laps as I could find. You look like you could use a turn. Darling, I love Shakespeare. I do. I live in Los Angeles for most of the year because you know what they say. If you only do Shakespeare, you'll die a pauper. Oh, but really, I don't think you should worry about it. You know, understudies hardly ever get called on, so if you're lucky, you'll spend the summer standing in the background, watching, learning, and observing
from moi. And I understand, of course, your concern. Hermione is a very emotionally deep role, you know, and at your age, you just don't have the kind of capacity to play a role like that. Take me, for example. I'm playing Viola in Twelfth Night. You know the play? I'm assuming you don't. So Twelfth Night is where, at the beginning, there's a shipwreck and everything's dashed upon the rocks, and my character, Viola, has lost her brother, and she's thinking, oh my God, what if he's dead? What if my brother is dead? Wouldn't that be so sad? And then later, she's wearing pants because it's a pants role, it's Shakespeare. And then, of course, because it's a comedy, she finds her brother and everything's fine. So, all this to say, I feel I have the emotional capacity to play a role like that.
Oh, have you lost a sibling?
What? Oh, no. I'm an only child. Oh, sparkles.
Christmas break was over and it was time to go back to my college in the trees. My brother mentioned that the only radio station we could hear was in Spanish, and that people who sing in Spanish use the word corazón way too much. We passed a car that had spun out. The driver, I guess, thought going fast was more important than being careful. Or maybe, hey, I don't know what happened. I know now that safety is an illusion. Bad things can always happen, whether you feel safe or not. But the thing about my big brother is that the second he showed up, it felt like everything was going to turn out okay. When we got to campus, I showed him my life there, walked around and introduced him to the people who were about. I wanted them to be as awestruck by his coolness as I was. I remember his brown hoodie. I remember him peeking in my dorm room but not going all the way in. I remember my roommate giggling later and saying how much he looked like Matt Damon, which is true. Then he walked me out to the parking lot. It was time to go. I've always known my height in relation to his. I come up to his nose. He gave me a kiss on the cheek to say goodbye. He'd never done that before.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for attending my lecture on grief and other scientific things relating to loss. Subheading, no one understands my pain. Today, we will be discussing a theorem, if you will, that I have perfected, a scientific analogic algorithm, a philological approach to deepening our understanding of one particular turning point, fulcrum, moment in the after effects of death. Okay, the ripple effect. Now, for the purposes of this analogy, we are going to consider the raindrop as the symbolization of the loss of a single individual, acknowledging, of course, that a raindrop is a thing and the loss is an absence of a thing. However, for our purposes today, raindrop. Very good. Now, a raindrop falls, if you will, into a puddle, and there are several circles of effect called ripples. Now, considering the loss of an individual, the initial ripple might be called that person's immediate family and potentially a partner. The secondary circle could be called that person's extended family and circle of friends. The tertiary, or third circle, could be that person's extended community, roommates, classmates, coworkers, and the postman. Postal worker would go in that third circle there. Now, the thing about raindrops is that there's always more than one, isn't there, raindrop? So now over here in this quadrant, we would see another raindrop falling. That would symbolize a different loss of a distinctly different individual. Oh, and now we see that person had an immediate family and potentially a partner. That person had extended family and circle of friends. That person had a larger community, roommates, classmates, respectively, and a postal, respectively, worker. Wonderful. Now, the moment I'm the most interested in is the moment when the ripples overlap. This is the moment when we, the bereaved, extend our awareness far beyond our own pain to include awareness that other people have pain too. We think to ourselves, I don't own the emotional copyright, if you will, to grieve. In this moment, two pivotal realizations occur. One, I am not alone. Two, I am beginning to heal. Hey.
Oh, hello. Feeling good?
Yeah, actually, I feel...
Well, you're all alone. You're all by yourself. You might as well be standing at the edge of an ocean, throwing pebbles into the surf. Well, you know it's true. No one understands your pain. You're all by yourself.
I really don't need this right now.
No one ever needs to feel sad. It's just part of life. And it happens to be the part I live for. Is that a tear I smell?
No, I'm not crying.
Well, you know nothing's ever going to be the same now.
Yeah, I do.
And that doesn't make you want to cry? Not even a little bit?
Maybe later. I feel okay right now.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry about before. I was coming out a little strong.
It's okay. You're just doing your job.
And what a job. Whoa, I don't feel so good.
Maybe you need to go take a break?
Maybe I should.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
I'm leaving.
Yep.
I'm really going now.
One summer, we went to a family camp. And on 4th of July, we made these little crafty boats out of milk cartons. I painted mine red. That evening, we all walked down to the side of the lake, lit a candle in each boat, set them free across the water. As the sky grew darker, we watched them float away in a little fleet of water-bound stars. But I didn't want to let mine go.
Yummy, yummy, yummy! Wait, this is where. I'll hold it. Perfect. And can I give you can I help you a little bit? So, yeah, and then go like this. Mommy, can we lick this off? Whip. Cheese!
I'm just a lone starfish at the bottom of the sea. But I wouldn't be alone if you were with me. I keep reaching for something. Another starfish hand, and feeling nothing, nothing but sand. And I know you're safe where you are. I know you're fine. But I still miss you all the time. And I'm finding new ways to ask why. I'm a star in the ocean, and you're a star in the sky. And I know you're safe where you are. I know you're fine. But I still miss you all the time.